Hi everyone, welcome back to Average Fitness hints and tips for the average person. And in today's video, I'd like to talk about the difference between unrealistic and realistic goals. Personally, I think it's important to have both. Some people will say shoot for the stars, and some people will say that's useless advice. You should write down your targets and aim to hit them. Personally, I think both are a good idea, and the reason is it's all well and good saying I want to be fitter, or I want to be slimmer, or I want to be stronger, but it has no real substance. Whereas saying, I want to be able to do 50 press-ups because now I can only do 25. Well, that's great, but what happens once you actually hit that goal? Like I say, personally, I think it's a good idea to have both. So the idea is that somebody who's interested in weightlifting or somebody who's interested in being stronger might say to themselves, okay, I want to be bigger, I want to be stronger, I want to be more athletic looking. And to do that, what I'm going to do is set myself a goal of, I can currently squat 70 kilograms and I want to be able to squat 90 kilograms within the next 3 months. And then they'll break down that target into small steps along the way. Having a long-term or an unrealistic or even an unachievable target is, I think, important because it gives you guidance. The purpose of buying a car is not to put petrol in it. The petrol is the fuel to get you to where you want to go. The purpose of having the car is to be able to go somewhere. The purpose of being able to do 100 press-ups non-stop is not to say you can do 100 press-ups. It's to be stronger or to look fitter or to feel healthier or whatever it is. So you need to have a purpose. You need to have a direction, but also having incremental steps which are measurable along the way is very, very important. This is why it's important to have a long-term target, have even an unachievable target, and then write down small, short-term goals to help you get there. The benefit of this approach is that you can adjust as you go. If your long-term goal is to be healthier or to be stronger or what have you, once you've hit a short-term goal, you can pick a completely different short-term goal as long as it maps to the same direction. You may want to improve how many press-ups you can do. You may want to improve how far you can run without stopping. You may want to improve how much weight you can lift when you're doing your deadlifts. All of these things are all still within the realm of your long-term target of being stronger or being fitter or whatever your long-term target is. The same rule can be applied if you're looking to lose weight. Losing weight is a long-term goal, but also can be broken down into short-term steps. So you might say, well, I want to lose a stone in the course of a year. Okay, well, that's a great target to have, but how are you going to do that? And how are you going to keep yourself motivated and disciplined along the way? What you'll probably end up doing is writing down a few short-term targets, such as, I want to make sure I exercise at least 4 times every week for the next month. I want to make sure that I track my calories accurately and don't go over my fat intake for the day on any of the days this week, or whatever it is. Break down your goals, break down your targets, write them down, hold yourself accountable to them. By doing this, you will consistently move towards your long-term targets, your unachievable or unattainable targets. By doing this, by breaking down your long-term goals into short-term targets, this is going to help keep you motivated along the way. This is what businesses do. This is what sales companies do. The sales company might have a target of, increasing revenue by X amount over 5 years, but they don't tell the salespeople that. What they tell the salespeople is, this month, we want you to hit this number. And when the salespeople do that, they are rewarded with a bonus. Now that number is completely arbitrary to the business. What they're doing is they are working towards something. And it's the same with your fitness goals. If you're working towards a long-term target, that short-term goal of increasing, how much you can lift in your deadlift from 100 to 110 kilograms, that's not a great difference, and that's not going to make a big difference to how you look, how healthy you are, what have you. But it is taking you towards your target. So hopefully this advice is useful for you and you can use this to structure your fitness program going forward. If you do have any questions or if you want to reach out, then by all means. But until next time, take it easy.